Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends and share the link so more people will join us. And don't forget please to use a nice language, otherwise we have to block your name from the chat. The topic is Islam, not the Muslims really. So avoid calling Muslims bad words. We are here to question Islam. Muslims are people like us, and I believe they are deceived, and we are here to help them, not to attack them. There's tons of articles exist in the internet, and as I see on the front of me, one of them, it says 106 reasons why I converted to Islam. Look like this guy, he give up, he reached 106, he cannot get more. So if we get you a religion, have 107 reasons you will leave Islam and you will join the new religion. I mean, sometime I read and I find that those who write articles, they are immature, literally immature. There is one reason to convert to any religion, not 100, not 10, not any. Either is true or not. The rest is false. The rest is stupid. So, and then they start counting for you the reasons. Okay, oneness of God. So what if this God is 1 or 2 or 5 or 7? If he is real or not, this is the question. Immature thinking. God has no God. Okay, well, your God has no God, but how you know? Did you prove it? Did you prove that this God has no God? Well, the Quran have tons of verses where Allah, he praise Allah. Allah, he say in the name of Allah. So if Allah is one, how Allah is speaking at the name of the other Allah? And how we can prove that this God has no God? Actually, we can prove the opposite from the Quran, easy, and we can show you that. Allah is very important in Islam. That's very funny. I mean, if Allah is not very important in Islam, so who's going to be important? I forgot. Muhammad is more important in Islam from Allah. If a person insulted Allah, he will be forgiven. He will be given 3 days to repent. But if he insulted the Prophet, he must be executed. So Allah come as number 2 as important after Muhammad. Allah, there is here is me when I call him. I don't see, so I don't know how this is work for you. As I know as a Middle Eastern who is an Arab, that Muslims, they go to churches praying to Jesus when they want to be healed, and many churches in the Middle East, they are running by donation from Muslims. Allah, he hear no one. Actually, there's a hadith confirmed that Allah is deaf. And let me show you. Don't tell me that you know more than your prophet. Your prophet, he said that Allah, he come every day in the 3rd part of the night. Every day. He come. Let me make it more clear for you in case the text is not clear. And this is a very authentic hadith, as you see. This is a very authentic hadith. Our Lord, who is talking, Muhammad, the exalted, descend every night to the lowest heaven when 1/3 of the later part of the night is left. And he says, who supplicates me so that I may answer him? Who asks me so that I may give him? Who asks me forgiveness so that I may forgive him? And here, this is actually explain a lot about Islam. Instead of telling me 106 reasons to convert to Islam, I just found all the reasons to refuse Islam in just one statement. Because if Allah is all hearing, Allah is all knowing, Allah, he see everything, why Allah is descending every night from point A to point B to listen to us? Remember, the reason for Allah to descend down is what? Is to hear our prayer. So Allah, if he don't descend down, he cannot hear the prayer. Do you see it? He descend for a reason. What he descend for? He descend so he can hear you. Who supplicate to me? Which means he will not be able to know who supplicate to him unless he descend. So I found a very clear reason to reject Islam and God as God. Because what kind of God he need to step down? Let us say, let us make it simple for those who they are not understanding what I'm trying to say to you. According to Muslims, Allah, he live in 7 floors building, in the top of 7 floor buildings. So this is a floor number 1, this is a floor number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we are in the we are under the lower one, which is number 7. So Allah is here. Where is Allah? Is here. This is Allah. All right. Allah, in order to hear you, according to Muhammad, he have to go. He have to go. It's not a choice. It's not like he have to go in order to listen to you and to hear you all the way to the lowest level. So he have to cross 7 skies every night to go down so he can hear you praying to him. You see, I said nothing. Muhammad, he get his God busted. It's not me. If Allah is God, if Allah is all-knowing, if Allah is all-hearing, he cannot hear. He can hear me without going anywhere. So you give me a 106 reason to convert to Islam. Here we go. In less than 30 seconds, I found the reason for every Muslim to leave Islam. This cannot be true. This cannot be about God. Secondly, Allah descend where, my friend? You see what Muhammad he did in this hadith? This hadith alone is enough. And now they will say, oh, we reject this hadith. This is authentic. Do you know what the other mistake Muhammad he did? Who wanna help me? Who wanna help me in this story here? What is the other mistake Muhammad he did in this story here? He made a big mistakes. What is the second mistake? Anyone can tell me? Anyone knows? What is the second mistake? It's very clear. Think with me carefully. Additional that Allah is coming down. Allah may forgive you. Okay, we will leave that because not everyone who asks God to be forgiven, he will be forgiven. That's okay. This is just this is like this is something cannot be confirmed wrong or right because it's a choice of forgiveness anyway. Anything else? The earth is round. Thank you. So one of our friends here, he gave us the answer. If Allah is coming every day in the 3rd part of the night, all right, if Allah is coming every day in the 3rd part of the night, okay, he's coming where? He said descend down. The only way to accept such a statement, if Muhammad believed that the earth is flat and there's only one time Allah he come down, it is in the 3rd part of the night. That's mean the earth have only 1/3 part of the night. Additional proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. Right? So we did not start even examining the God of Islam when we found a big failure in the idea of this religion. However, I did not start my topic yet. My topic is, who is a Muslim who knows who is Allah? They don't know. The Muslim, they debate you about the nature of your God as a Christian, but they do not know the nature of their God. Have you ever heard of a Muslim, he can tell us who is Allah? All what they say to you is God. My friend, I'm not asking you what his job. It's funny. If I say to you, who is the eye doctor? You say to me, the eye doctor. I'm saying, who is he? Do you know who is he? Not his job. So who is Allah? They say to you, he is the creator. Well, that's very easy to prove that can't be true. Because have you ever heard of a God he do not know simple things about this world? As an example, this God, he think the sun set in murky water. He think the women have a sperm coming from their ribs. The man have a sperm coming from the backbone. And the baby is created from a sperm who transform into a congealed dead blood. Have you ever heard of a God who do not know which one he created first, the stars or the trees? So one verse he says something, the other verse he says something. So who is a Muhammadan is willing to call me right now, right here, and tell me who is Allah? Do you know that Muhammad never spoke to Allah? He never heard Allah. Do you know that? So how you follow Allah if you do not know who's Allah? Who's Allah? Didn't know. And I'm not questioning the name right now because even the name itself is a theft. The name Allah contains two words, Al and La, which is the moon god. In the ancient Aramaic and in the ancient Hebrew, the letter Al mean God. Regardless what God it is, true God or false God, doesn't matter. La is the moon god. Allah, that is the true name of Allah. God La, and it's a name stolen from the Aramaic people, and the Muslims, they have no idea. Now this name for sure they share it, like they share it in Egypt, they share it in many territory in the Middle East, and the same God have many names, depend in the culture, the language. And the reason those people, they choose the moon god to be their god, because the god of the moon is more nice. He don't kill their cattle, he don't dry their grass, and he don't make them thirsty. While the sun is an ugly god. This is why you see Muhammad, he speak always against the sun. So he claim even that the sun rise from between the two horns of Shaitan. Now either Muhammad is a fiction person or he is a true prophet. Now you choose one. Do you believe really that the sun rises from between the two horns of Shaitan? And this is why he forbid the Muslims to pray when the sun is rising. all of those statements is against the sun. You see it? All those statements is coming from people who hate the God of the sun, who worship the God of the moon. And Muhammad, he is adopting all the pagan lifestyle and belief before him. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us and tell us who is Allah? So if we go back to the 106 reasons the Muslims they try to come with, we find that those reasons are immature. They are like made by a bunch of children. Allah has no image. This is a big fat lie. What are you talking about? Here we go. This is your prophet getting you busted. I mean, obviously those they claim to be Muslim, but they don't know what Islam is about. Who said to you that Allah has no image? Who is the one who mentioned that to you? Muhammad is copying a verse from the Bible where it says that God, he created Adam in his image, word by word. The Muslims, they try to explain this. They say, oh, they are saying that Adam, he was created in such an image. Well, so you beat a man in his shoulder. Well, isn't it this is the same image of shoulder of Adam? What is the point? Isn't it your prophet? He says Allah have 5 fingers. Allah, he has a leg. He have a shin. Allah, he have two hands and both his hand in the right side? So where you get this is from, that Allah has no image? So all these articles are fraud. Not only either they are made by a bunch of ignorant who do not know what Islam is about, or it's a fraud made in purpose to fool you, and they fabricated names there about people who converted to Islam. Because I can make an article of 1 million people right now in the internet, and every one of them, his name is Muhammad and Ali and Ahmad, and then I say why he converted to Christianity. But where are they, those people? And let us talk to them. So now, who is a Muhammadan would like to call us and tell us who is Allah? Instead of telling me Allah is one, you know, if we go like, you see, I searched for articles speaking about the nature of Allah, and look what I found. I mean, I found, as usual, immature answers. Look, nature of Allah. The question is the nature of Allah. The guy is telling me that Allah have 99 names and Allah is one God. What does have to do with the nature of Allah? And why Allah have 99 names? I mean, what does that mean? Why he stopped with the 99? Is there something missing? Is he out of them? Maybe his credit card decline. Where is the answer? Where is the nature of Allah? The nature of Allah. Islam is based in monotheism, and this is very, very much questionable, because you Muslims, you claim that you worship one God, but you associate the name of your God with the name of your prophet. When you say Shahada, what is the Shahada? Witnessing in Arabic. What do you witness? You witness for Allah and Muhammad. You associate the name of God with the name of a man. So how you claim that you are a monotheist? If somebody, he said, I want to believe in Allah, according to Muslims, he is not a Muslim. He have to witness that Muhammad, he have to put the name of Allah with the name of Muhammad. Not only that, the Muslims associate the knowledge of Allah with the knowledge of Muhammad, to the point if Muhammad says something, Allah and his prophet knows best. When Muhammad asked one of his hungry disciple, this guy, his name is Abu Huraira, and he used to follow the prophet because he's always hungry. He want to get a free meal, you know, because he claimed to be a prophet. So wherever he go, he get a free meal. This is why he accompany him. So here, we found that Muhammad saying to his hungry companion, "Do you know where the sun set?" I entered the mosque, Allah Messenger was sitting, and when disappearing from the sight, he said, "Oh Abu Dhar, do you know where it goes?" The narrator said, "Allah and his apostle knows best." The Holy Prophet said, "Holy, how is holy? If Muhammad, the Quran says he's a sinner, so you worship him, you make him holy. How you say he's holy?" I can let it go and say, okay, maybe this is like hypocrisy statement, praising a man, making him holy. The Quran confirmed that Muhammad is a sinner, and not only that, Allah will forgive his past sin and the one to come. If we go in the Quran, in the yellow pages of Muhammad, we will find the following. You see, everything we say here, it's proven, and we don't make things up. This is your Quran saying it clearly that Allah, and look here in the Muslim translation, they say that Allah may forgive your fault. Faults do not need to be forgiven, my friend. It's a sin. In Arabic it says, لِيَغْفِرَ لَكَ اللَّهُ مَا تَقَدَّمَ مِنْ ذَنْبِكَ وَمَا تَأَخَّرَ. They lie in the translation. It says ذَنْبَكَ. Dhanb is not a fault. Fault is something different. Fault is something you do without intention. This is not fault. If we change the translator in a second, we will see how they lie to us. Here we go. The same Muslim translation. It's Muslim. Why Muslim translation says sin and the other one says fault? Because it depends how hypocrite you are, the translator. Here you will see that Allah is saying, and this is proving that Allah cannot be Allah if he is God, that Allah may forgive thee. Okay, if Allah is the one speaking about forgiveness, why he is saying me, may? And what kind of Allah he forgive the past and the coming sin? Is that a license for sin? Yes. And this is unethical. You see, the Muslim, they say to you and lying that the Christian believe that they believe in Jesus, that's it, they are saved, doesn't matter how much sin they do. Well, this is not really true. What Jesus said, he forgive us if we believe and we repent. This is why he said, not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do his will. So you say to him, Lord, Lord, from now until tomorrow, and from now until the coming century, but you do not do his will, which is fighting sin, repenting, and changing your life, then you are a fake Christian. And Jesus said, from their fruits you shall know them. I know my sheep, and my sheep know me. Here we see the opposite. Muhammad, he have a license for sin, and Allah saying that he may forgive him. And the funny, he is not saying may Allah forgive him, he says that Allah may forgive thee. So who is the one who's talking? If Allah is one and Allah is the only God, then Allah, he say may Allah forgive your sin. Well, it sounds like there's Allah speaking about another Allah. Do we have any Muslim would like to call us? When the Muslim walk around the Kaaba, you know, the Muslim, they say whatever they want around the Kaaba, but usually they sing songs coming from the tradition of Islam. Have nothing to do with Jesus. Do we have any Muslim can tell us who is Allah? We go back to the Hadith. This Hadith has proven to us many things, that Muhammad, he accept people saying that his knowledge is, and the knowledge of Allah is one. So this is a shirk. Muslims are not people who believe in monotheism. Allah and his apostle know best. Did Muhammad say don't say that? Did Muhammad say shame on you to say that? I am no one, I am just a man, I'm just a prophet, I tell you what Allah told me. I know nothing of myself. No, Muhammad, he like it, he kept continuing. Actually, he is mentioning this statement, do you know? So the guy will praise him and say Allah and his apostle know best. And then Muhammad, to prove to us that he is a false prophet, he continues, says that the sun goes every day and sleep under the throne of Allah. So Muhammad, and here you will see, speaking about return to the sitting place and the rising place. There is a sitting place for the sun, and there is a rising place for the sun. And this is exactly confirmed as in the Quran. It says that the sun set in the murky water, and next to it, next to the sitting place of the sun, he found people living there. If Muhammad is a prophet of God, how God he gave him such a false information? Any Muslim can explain to us. Anyone? My Skype is open. You can give your ID to the admin and she will text me, or any one of them will text me, and I will be happy to call you immediately. It doesn't matter how long your beard, how small it is, we take you. Anyone? So when they try to understand what the Muslims worship, we find that there's nothing worshiping there. I mean, this is a bunch of stories, and those stories full of fictions and full of you know, lies. What sun sitting in murky water, and what the sun goes every day to bow down under the throne of Allah. I mean, do you know how many suns there is in this galaxies? What sun? Sun is nothing. Sun is, the sun compared to this universe is the same as like a piece of charcoal, it's burning. So this is what the sun do every day, go under the throne of Allah. And this is the explanation of Muhammad of the sunset. And this is how God he speak. And this is how God he teach. and this is supposedly the true God who you are so 106 reason to convert to Islam. What about reason number one? Islam is a stupid cult, and we are proving it in front of you. What about number two? Islam is an ignorant cult. What about number three? Allah know nothing. Allah is a God of superstition stories. So all those articles proving to us that Islam is false cult. And then if we continue reading any Islamic article to try to find, okay, maybe the answer will come later, maybe after 1 hour reading we will find the answer. The nature of Allah. What is the nature of Allah? Who is a Muslim wanna call me and tell me the nature of Allah? All what I see, Allah is one. Who care about this one thing? I mean, I got it. Allah is one. Thank you. And by the way, the verse they are quoting for us doesn't say Allah is one. It says one of, because the word in Arabic here is ahad, and the word ahad mean in Arabic one of, not one. So if Allah he chose the word, obviously Allah he don't speak good Arabic. But let me tell you what happened. Muhammad was quoting the Jews. O Israel, your God is Echad. Echad. This is the word ahad. They have even the same pronunciation. Echad is unification, is not one as number. So when the Quran he chose that word, copying the Jews, he proved to us again that the one who is making the Quran is a thief, and he is trying to adopt the God of the Jews. But this is not will not make him, as they claim, one person. That will make him one of many, because the one you choose is ahad. The word ahad in Arabic is different from the word wahid. You see, if I go right now to the Quran and I type the word ahad, actually let me do this. I will go to chapter 112 in front of your eyes, and I will copy the word as it is. The word they keep saying to us, ahad. I will copy it. Be my witness. Copy, and I will paste in the search engine. Exactly the same word, and look what we will find. All those coming as one off. Do you see it? وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ, and they teach none of. وَلَا نُفَرِّقُ بَيْنَ أَحَدٍ, and we don't differentiate between any of. Do you see it? We make no distinguish between any of. This is what ahad mean. This is the sentence they keep repeating for us. Even that sentence is a theft, is stolen from the Old Testament, from the Jews. Muhammad he put the word there, and those who follow, they don't know what this word mean. The word wahid in Arabic mean one. The word ahad mean one of. So how Allah can be one of? So even that one, they get it wrong. In different verse in the Quran, the author of the Quran, Muhammad, they made another mistake. Let us see. Allah he said in the Quran, if we want to take a wife, we will take it from ourselves. He will take it from what? From ourselves. Who is a Muslim is willing to call us and tell us Allah will take a wife from ourselves? Who is the ourself which is going to be the choice of Allah to have sex with? Anyone? Any Muslim? And why we don't see the Muslims who want to call us and prove us wrong and get us busted? You know, feel free. I mean, all what you need to do, just make a phone call, show everybody that this guy, he did not know what he's talking about. Anyone? So can we take this as like nobody is willing to challenge? Where is Zakir Naik and where is those guys who grow long beard? Every single verse in the Quran is a disaster. Who wanna prove me wrong? If we go back to the Muslims, you see, just forget about Muslims article. Let me summarize Islam for you, my friends and my brothers and sisters. What Islam? Islam is a religion. If you believe in it, you will go to a place, have a lot of honey. Okay. This is the reward of Allah. Islam is a religion. If you believe in it, you will have a green shirt. And this shirt is made by Ayatollah al-Khomeini in Iran. It's a Persian brand. Are you sure? Yes. Islam is a religion. If you believe in it, you will have a pillow. And next to the pillow, a lot of women. Am I lying? So you tell me 106 reasons of converting to Islam. You did not mention any of them about what Allah He said. All the reasons of Allah which is mentioned in the Quran why you should convert to Islam, I cannot see it in this article. Where is the virgins? Where is women who have nobody touch their where is women who they are so white? Where is women with big breast? You see, they did not mention to us the real reason to convert to Islam. Where are they, the real reasons? Why you don't speak about them? Is it this is Quran or not? Here we go. This is the Quran telling us the reason to convert to Islam. So you notice right away that they are lying to us. I mean, what kind of God He promised me that I will have women with big boobs? What I will do with them? I practice boxing like boing, 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 boing. So my wife with big, she stand in front of me and I practice boxing with her. Or maybe she will help me if the flood of Noah happen again, we will not be drowned because she have too big balloon. So 106 reasons not to convert to Islam, none of them is what is written in the Quran. Look at this. This is the reason to convert to Islam. What about the boys? The boys, my friend. The boys who will go around you. Huh? Boys, yes. In heaven, yes. What they will do, according to Muslims, they will be your servant. They will be what? They will be your servant. And here you will see that they are so white, not only they are boys. And read with me carefully. This is the reasons to convert to Islam. Allah, He count reason number 1, count number 2, number 3. Why you are lying to us? My friend, you will be lying in the couches. All my life I'm dreaming to get a couch. Actually, I'm thinking now, if finally I get some saving, I'm going to buy a couch. And brother, Allah, He promised us we will be reclining and we will see each other face to face. You believe it? It's a miracle. So now we have a couch, and then we are sitting face to face, and then around us will be boys, and those boys, they will go around us serving us with cups full of wine and ginger. And the brother, you will not get drunk, and the brother, the boys will not bleed, and the brother, you will eat a fruit you prefer, and the brother, the buffet have only bird meat, no fish, no shrimp, sorry. And then in the top of that, brother, women who they are called hur, and they are so white. How white? Muhammad, he said, not me, that those women, they will be white to the point you can see the marrow of their bones. Do you see it? Reasons to convert to Islam, those are the reasons. This is why the Mujahideen, they want to join Al-Qaeda and ISIS, not because they love Allah. They are going there, they want to have sex. This is the truth. And what kind of women those women are? Women who they are so white, because Muhammad, he knew the Arab, they are obsessed with the white color, they are racist. He knew what his people like, so he promised them false promises about women who they are so white to the point you can see the marrow of their bones. And don't take me wrong, women who you can see the marrow of their bones, they are very beautiful. I mean, imagine you have a wife like this, or like this, or like that, or like this one. I mean, who can resist this? Nobody. Brother, we cannot resist this. This is so beautiful. So you count for me all the reasons to convert to Islam except the real reasons. Giving me all kind of fiction, false statement have nothing to do with what Islam is about. Why? Because you do not know what Islam is about. And all those articles are written for a bunch of ignorant who do not know what Islam is. But you cannot do that with me. And who in the world, when I have a woman, you can see the marrow of her bones? Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. Until we see you again, Christ is Lord. Islam is false, and we prove it every day.